attention.
Skip this break, too. We're on internet only. I appreciate your call, Robert. I'm going to talk to Sherry and Dan just for internet only, but that's tens of thousands live right now and hundreds of thousands within a day and millions within weeks. That's the exponential power of the web. That's why they're now moving. I've got to do a whole show on this to attack the web. They're openly announcing it. They're shutting it down all over the place. Definitely things are moving quicker than I had even thought. And I don't like that because I want more time to beat these people. But let's take a few final calls and we'll come back on live on air and say bye to our guest. And let's not wait a year before we have General Stubblebine and Dr. Laibow back on the show. Let's go ahead and go to Sherry in Texas. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I just had a question for Dr. Laibow.
Okay.
About chemtrails and their effect on humans. I have a family member who has stage 3 breast cancer, and she believes in chemtrails. Finally, I finally got pictures of them, video of them, showed them to her. Said these are not contrails, Mom. And she, oh well, there you go. But she basically doesn't think that they're affecting anything, and doesn't take.
She doesn't believe in them because she doesn't understand them.
Well, let me just be clear. The chemtrail phenomenon, it's a cocktail. There's a bunch of different operations going on, and it's highly classified. They're only admitting the weather modification portion of them, and so we don't know. We need more research. But I know this. Until 96, trails were up there. They formed at 30,000 feet or higher. They were there for 30 seconds a minute. Now they're there for 2 hours while I'm in the garden, and then they start floating down. But go ahead, Doctor.
Well, what I was going to say is if you go to if you Google Morgellons, MORGELLONS Morgellons disease and Natural Solutions Foundation. If you Google both of those, you will find an article that I have written about chemtrails and Morgellons disease with photographs, with electron photomicrographs, and there's also a forum. The Natural Solutions Foundation sponsors and hosts forums where people can talk to each other about specific issues, whether it's vaccination or Morgellons disease or whatever. And if you join that, you will find other people who will be able to tell you about chemtrails. They're very, very dangerous. The fact that your mom doesn't believe in them is kind of irrelevant.
Well, she believes. She doesn't think they're bad.
Right.
Well, listen, we're out of time. Thank you so much, Sherry. I'm going to try to cram Dan in for the full audience. Look, the government is taking foster children and testing pesticides on them until they die. New York Daily News. Believe. The people running things are evil. Here we go. All right, real fast, because I've got to let my guests go, and I appreciate them joining us today. Have to have them back very soon. Dan in Illinois, final caller for General Stubblebine, Major General Stubblebine, and Dr. Laibow. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alex, I respect your show. Thanks for taking my call. Really quickly, I want to say my stepfather, I live here in Illinois, and he works in the agriculture business, and he does a lot of work with chemicals and fields. That's how he's supported my mother and all of us when I was a kid. And recently I talked to him. We don't have much of a relationship. And we were in the bar the other night, and he mentioned to me that he works under Monsanto. Now, I know a little bit about Monsanto and part of its agenda. And the thing is I want to bring it up to him, and I want to talk to him about it, but I don't want to hurt his pride because, you know, that's the job in the industry that he's in. And maybe what's the best way that I could go about...
I would give him studies about how it's sterilizing rats and say that, you know, that the studies show that the same thing to humans. I mean, do you want to be involved in something that's hurting people? Because he's compartmentalized, and I would send him to Infowars.com. I would send him to the website of our guest today. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do like that.
Can I add something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would suggest you tell him that you were listening to the show and you heard General Stubblebine, a man with a career of great luster, who realized that the forces that he was serving throughout his career were not what he understood them to be, and he had the courage to say, I did what I did with a heart of security, but the people I was working for lied to me, and now I need to spread the information about what's real. Your dad can do the same.
Absolutely, and I'm sorry to say to Dan. I'm sorry to say to Dan and Dr. Laibow and General Stubblebine that we are just flat out of time, but I want to thank you both for spending time with us today, and I want everybody to visit the website, healthfreedomusa.org, and we'll also put it up on the screen. And absolutely, like General Stubblebine was compartmentalized, I was compartmentalized, we all are in life, and the claims we're making are very serious. You better check them out, folks. General Stubblebine, Dr. Laibow, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
I'll try, sir. God bless you, and God bless you too, Dr. Laibow. You guys take care.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. We're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. The last few minutes of the show here. We also need support at Infowars.com, and I hope you give the gift of information this holiday season, so check out the video and bookstore there at Infowars.com or get a PrisonPlanet.tv membership. Some of the sponsors that tie into all of this are eFoods Direct, eFoodsDirect.com, the best storable foods company out there at the best price that I have personally found. High-quality, non-GMO, 800-409-5633, the most inexpensive, the highest quality, 800-409-5633. You can see them up on screen at PrisonPlanet.tv, their website. The letter E, FoodsDirect.com, eFoodsDirect.com, or 1-800-409-5633. Don't wait. Call and get storable food today. Maybe everything's going to be fine. We always have hope, but it doesn't look like it. You need to have storable food. You need to set yourself straight on the path of getting ready. eFoodsDirect.com. And then I can't say enough about a Cola Blue, and this company's really amazed at the listeners, but it's a great product. I mean, why wouldn't they be amazed that, masses of people are calling and getting it? It's a atmospheric water generator for the home, pays for itself in 1 year if you buy your water from the store. Great tasting, pure H2O, exactly the way nature makes it. No chemicals, pollutants, or toxins. Neutral pH. Then goes through 5 filters inside. 866-585-4044. 866-585-4044. Call and get a brochure. Go to the website, check out all their products. They got a bunch of other stuff. Colablue.com grabs the water out of the air, then puts it through 5 filters, and it is just awesome, ladies and gentlemen. These things are awesome. 866-585-4044 or colablue.com. All right, we are out of time. Rebroadcast with all the important guests we had on today starts right now at Infowars.com with Bob Chapman and others. So be sure and stay with us. And I had a JAG officer on right now.